Peace, everyone. It's Black Eyed Priestess. I had dance class tonight, I should say. So I'm pretty hungry, and I don't have too much to make complete meals. I used all my potatoes in my last upload. I used all my potatoes in my last upload, so I'm just gonna be making like a simple burger here. So I already prepared this before I got in the shower, so I was all sweaty from dance. So what I have here is some minced poblano, jalapenos, onions, and a little salt and pepper, and a little olive oil, and some broth that I saved from the last time that I made chicken salad, and I boiled the chicken in the broth, and I said I was going to save it and make like a gravy or something out of it. So I do have a little broth in there because it was a really good broth. So we're just going to start with this and get that frying, and then I'll put the patty once that simmers pretty well. I'll throw the patty over that, let the patty cook. Once it's cooked all the way through, I'll put some cheese on top of it, and then put the minced mixture on top of the cheese, and just build the burger up. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that started. Let me know if anyone has any questions. So what I'm gonna do while that's cooking is I don't have any lettuce, but I do have this head of cabbage here. So I just cut some cabbage up, and it's really nice, beautiful color, dark purple. So I've been talking about eating melanated foods and everything. So I already rinsed it off and cut it up and cut a piece off. So I'm gonna actually mince the cabbage up. I can probably leave it a little stringy, but it's so hard as it is, and I also don't want it to overpower the other savory flavors that I have going on. So I'm just gonna mince it up a little bit and throw some cilantro in there, and just kind of sprinkle it on a little, just so I can have some type of shrubbery. I was gonna make it like a McDonald's style, not like, was it the quarter pounder where it just has ketchup, mustard, relish, and onions, and cheese. if you put cheese on it, I was gonna make it like that, but I said no. Let me put something. So a little more vegetables on there. I could put the cabbage in with the mixture and let it cook a little bit too. So always remember that. That's definitely an option. And so with the bun, what I'm going to do is I'm going to char the bun a bit, and I can prepare that. And I'll wait a little bit for that. And everything's cooking pretty well already. Kind of got it on high and the oil and the broth is working its way. So, and then also let me get some cilantro. If anyone has any questions, let me know. Oh. All right. Okay. Rinse it off in cold water so it doesn't cook. Cilantro, since it's delicate. Just kind of cut the leafy parts off. I'll just kind of pick some of the leafy parts off and save the stems for compost or tea. I'm going to pick the good parts off. Cats are acting up tonight. It's nice rainfall. It's the Passovers. And if anyone has any questions, of course, let me know. It is the Passover. I've been talking about that. Some people will celebrate it a little later in the month. I did it yesterday the way Jehovah's Witnesses do. Because that's how I grew up. So I just stick to that, the way they calculate the date. I trust a lot of their accuracy with the way they go along with the Bible. Even though I don't necessarily promote any religion because it leads to doctrine, false doctrines usually. So we got some cilantro chopped up. Smells really good and fresh with the cabbage. So I just got some cilantro and cabbage. So that's going to be like a little salad. I actually might toss it in a little Caesar dressing or like a little Italian dressing while I'm at it, while everything's cooking. Let's see. So it's reducing pretty well now. So I might just add a little water on there. Turn the. I kind of probably had it on a little bit high, but I'll turn that down. I'll add a little more water, and then I'll go ahead and put the patty on. Yeah. All right. So it's reducing really nice, and it'll go really well on top of the burger. It'll make it nice and spicy, and the onions will complement the. I like my stuff peppery and spicy, and I don't have my hot pickles. I usually cut up hot pickle slices. I only have regular relish, so I had to make it a little extra spicy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of let it, stay around the skillet and cook and throw the burger on there. So just bear with me. Let me get the burger. Thanks for watching, everyone. Okay. Patty out. Okay. Nice patty. Okay. And I did turn the skillet down a little bit, so I don't want the patty to burn, so I'm going to go ahead and just throw it on there. Slide the patty under the eye a little bit. So again, that way the onions and everything, the onions and peppers, they keep cooking, but they won't burn as the burger's cooking too. Okay. Turn the eye up a little bit more for the burger, and then I gotta cut up some tomatoes too. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Let the burger cook on that side. Yeah, that's fine. And I'm cutting up the last of my brown tomato that I've been eating, the brown tomatoes. So I've got the last of it here. Those delicious brown tomatoes. This is the last one. So I'm going to cut it in really thin slices. And then I'm going to go ahead and char the bread and start layering everything. Okay. I'm actually going to squeeze some of the tomato juice in the skillet just to keep everything from drying out. So since the tomato is kind of juicy, just gonna squeeze some. I probably might even put that one there. keep everything from drying out too much. Okay. Cut it in real thin slices. I could even just chop it up, mince it up a little bit and mix it in with the salad too. So I might do that. Since the soup's kind of saggy. Such a delicious tomato. All right. So I got some good slices here though. That'll go good on the burger. So I'm just going to take, so see how it is here? So I'm just going to separate the pieces, dry them out a little bit. And the juice from the tomato, I'm going to go ahead and flip the burger now. But I'm going to throw the juice from the tomatoes in the skillet. And flip the burger. So that's what we're working with now. Looking really good too. That way nothing dries out. You can turn the skillet up a little bit. All right, who wants to do a shot? Cheers. Cheers, everyone. I'm going to do a shot. I had a little chaser in there. So I'm going to cut up a little more cilantro to mix in while the burger's cooking. Then I'm going to get ready to put the cheese on top. So let me go ahead and, since I got everything to layer it with, right. I'm actually going to throw the plate on top of the skillet real quick and put the patties back in the fridge since I forgot to do that. All right. So I'm going to char the bread. And actually, I'm going to use the smaller, eye since the bread is small, and just kind of reduce it gradually as it gets the outside. Okay, that's good. Do a little bit more on that side there, raise it. Get the bread nice and charred. Okay. So yeah, try to toast the bread a little bit. That's the bottom one. So what I'm gonna do is flip the burger again. Turn the eye low. I'm going to flip the burger again. And then after that other side gets ready, I'm going to put the cheese and everything on top because that's looking great. So since I charred that here, get some mustard on the bottom, a circle. A little herbs, little green harvest. I'll put some of that on the bun. Little green harvest seasoning. Relish. All right. Some relish. Oh. cheers. All right. I like a lot of pickled relish, so you put like a bed of relish. All right. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and char the top of the bun. I'll go ahead and show you all. I'll go ahead and char the top of the bun. And then since the burger is getting ready, I'm going to put the cheese on top and let the cheese melt. And I'm going to layer it because I want the tomatoes and the lettuce and everything to go on top of the cheese. Kind of like a hot cold type. So that's probably good there. Yeah, not bad. I'm going to char it a little bit more on that side there. That worked out. Yeah, that's a little better for me. All right. We'll get some mustard on top there. And as of now, I'm going to go ahead and throw the cheese. Nice, it's thin. I'm going to put a nice thick slice of cheese on top. Let me just go ahead and make sure the burger's cooked decently. See why not? See, and everything that's nice and ready. You know, everything has reduced really well there. The poblanos, jalapenos, cebolla, onions with the salt and pepper reduced nice, and then the burger. I mean, yeah, it's looking good. I just want to make sure it's cooked through. Yeah, we're good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and throw the cheese on top. I know it's like a big piece of cheese, but it'll wrap around. And while the cheese is melting, I'm just going to like really quickly toss the cabbage and the cilantro in a Italian vinaigrette. Just because, I don't know, it's like the tomato and everything, it looks so nice. It's like a salad, so I'm just going to like give it a little of that and toss it. It feels right. Go with the flow a little bit while the cheese is melting. So, just going to toss that in there a little bit. Because it looks so salady, all the beautiful colors, right? So again, that's just some cilantro, purple cabbage, and brown tomato, which is so beautiful on the inside. And so I'm just going to get the patty ready. The cheese is melting nice. So, oh, forgot to turn the eye off. The cheese is melting nice, so I'm going to put this mixture here that I have right on top of the burger like that to melt the cheese on the top part there, like that, and then just grab it off. And it's like a lot of cheese, but I'm cooking a burger, and then I'm just going to put it on top of that bed of mustard and relish that I have. I'm working with what I have, you all. So that's why I'm using these ingredients. And I like to show you. I was going to call this the Po Girls Burger, like a po' boy sandwich. I was going to call this Po Girls Burger. So I'm going to put a little bit more of the jalapeno poblano and grilled onion mixture. And I kept all the seeds in there and everything because I want it nice and spicy. So I'm going to put that on top like so. So all the cheese is melted, everything. And then I am going to put a little more relish. Okay. And I was thinking A1 sauce or barbecue sauce. I don't know. I'm just like a little confused. Yeah, it's the Po Girl burger. I think I might just, oh, sorry, y'all. Here. My fingers are greasy. I can't flip the camera. My fingers are so greasy. Here. Sorry. There it is. With the layering of it, I think that I'm just gonna, I'll put a little open pit because it's got a little tang to it. So I'll just put a little open pit on there, on the top. And just a little bit of steak sauce on the bun with a little more mustard. Just because I'm indecisive. No steak sauce. Just gonna do the charred bun with some steak sauce there. I did like a lot of cheese. A little steak sauce. And the steak sauce will go complement the medley that I have there. And I need a little more mustard too for the top. And remember, I did toss the little Green Harvest seasoning on top of the mustard there. And then I'm going to put the tomatoes last. But I did toss the cabbage and cilantro in some Italian dressing. So I'm going to just throw that right on top of the relish and everything. Like so. And then I'm just going to layer the tomatoes on top as best I can. Okay. So it's kind of like a nice salad on top. Here we go. All right. And then top. So that's like a huge burger. I wanted it to be small, but it didn't turn out like that. But basically, there we got the Po Girls burger. Charred bottom bun, mustard relish, just like a regular burger patty, 80%, 20%, whatever, with some cheese, a nice white cheddar type of cheese, and topped with the grilled onions, poblanos, and jalapenos, with some salt and pepper, and a cabbage and cilantro simple salad and it's actually like a Romano Caesar dressing, a Romano Caesar type of vinaigrette, and brown tomato, and topped with a steak sauce brushed bun. There it is, the Po Girls burger. So thank you all for watching. Again, I just got done with dance class. Thanks for doing the shot with me. And I'm gonna dig in somehow. I don't even need fries. I didn't have fries, but I don't need them. All right, Po Girls burger. So listen, learn, like, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. Check out my Facebook, Black High Priestess, and my Etsy. I got some great products and services for spiritual warfare. All right, and don't forget it is the Sabbath. It is the full moon, so cover yourself with the blood of Christ. Honor Papa Legba. Do what you got to do. Peace and love.